What's happening, guys? This is TheLonwolftech coming back to you with another Tekkit project, and today is day 3 of tracks. So this is actually our last group of tracks to go over today, and we just have a few, but they're pretty cool stuff. So today we're going over these tracks right here, which I'll show you where they are. So it would be starting here, these last bottom row of tracks is what we're going over today. So first off, what we have is, when I clear some stuff off and I can pull up the tab, the HS transition track. Now with this, basically what it does is, one, you have to have it powered to work. So there's no unpowered, it doesn't do anything unpowered, it's just a normal track. You have to have this powered to work. And what it does is, when it's powered and the arrows, as you can see right here, are pointed in the same path as the minecart is going, so if you have a cart that's going this way, it would advance that cart to the speed of high-speed rail. So like if you had that high-speed track, that's what we really need right here, is high-speed track instead of normal track. But if you had high-speed track right here, this would act like a booster and send it up to high speeds. Now if you push the cart opposite the arrows, which we're not going to be able to get it fast enough, but if this was high speed track, which we don't have much of, so I didn't do it, and the cart was coming this way at a high speed, and it hit this and it was powered and the arrows were pointing the opposite direction as the cart was traveling, it would slow down the cart. So this is what you would use to slow down your cart so it didn't, explode or crash or whatever you want to call it. So basically you have, let's say you have a ton of high-speed tracks and you're going really fast and really far, and then you need to slow down because you're coming to a halt. You could put a couple of these powered facing the opposite direction you're traveling, and it would slow you down back to normal speed. And next up we have the high-speed switch track, which, as you can guess, is a switch track for high-speed rails. So it acts the same, just having your little switch, and then it will switch you whichever direction it will go, and you won't actually lose speed when you do it. So there's not much really to show on that one. We've seen the high-speed or the switch tracks before. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go back and watch the other tutorials. Alright, now we have the train boarding track. Now we've had boarding tracks before, and I want to switch over there. A boarding track will stop your cart. 1 second, let me get to the right tab. It will stop your cart if it's unpowered. So if this track is unpowered, your cart's not going anywhere. See, it's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. And let's see. That's basically that. So it's just like the other power rails. I mean the other boarding rail, where if it's powered it can go, if it's not, it's not going. So you're probably asking, well, what's the difference other than this one says train and the other one was just boarding track? Well, that's one thing we haven't covered, is a train. Now as we know, these are mine carts, all independent of each other. I can push each of them opposite directions, but one thing cool about this is, if you have your crowbar, you can right click. Let me just get this guy up. Now you probably, if you watch my videos, you saw me right click and be like, what the hell am I doing? But you can right click and it says link started, and you can right click on another cart and it says link created and link started. I think you can only put maybe 3 in there. No, you can put all 4. So now this minecart acts as a system where if I push one, they're all going to be pushed. I can try to push this one and they're all going to be pushed. So what's neat about that is you can have all your carts traveling as one big train. So this is essentially a train. All these mine carts are connected and will move together. I can't push one without pushing all of them. So that is a train. So basically this train boarding track will stop the whole train, and unlike the boarding track, which will just stop a single cart. So if you're wanting to stop a whole train, use a train boarding track. And then same thing for the train holding track, except and this will release a single cart, or this one will release a single train, and the other one will just do a cart. So if you don't know what the holding track or boarding track is, go watch the previous videos, and you'll figure it out from there. Alright, now is, since we just talked about carts, we have the coupler track, which when powered, I believe, yeah, it's probably got to be powered. We'll move it over so you can see what it looks like. When powered, this will join two mine carts that are close together. So if we push these guys together, they should be conjoined. See? They're conjoined. So that's basically what that track does, is they will conjoin two mine carts. And if we bring this out a little more and get another mine cart and join it with this one. Gotta scoot it closer. There we go. Alright, so these two are joined. Now, I had to do that for this track, which is the decoupler track. So if the coupler created a train from two carts, this will most likely destroy a train. So we already have these in a train. If we push it over, it should make each one independent, just like that. So that's really neat. I like the idea of trains because let's say you had your quarry and you were pumping everything in your chest, and you wanted to use mine carts to bring it back to your sorting facility. Well, you could create a train full of mine carts with chests, and then you could drive it to your quarry, unload into those chests, and then they would move, and you'd have a big offload of stuff, which is pretty cool. Now this track is really neat. It's an elevator track, which basically is what you think it is. So you place them on a vertical surface like that, and when they're powered, you can push a minecart up and it'll go straight up, just like that. And these also act as ladders too, so you can climb it up, just like that. Now, to get it down, if you try to push it off, which I'm going to try to, and fail, I hate minecarts. But basically, if you try to push it off, when it's not going to go down. It's just going to break. So I guess you would, to bring a cart down using the elevator tracks, you have to turn off the redstone signal and try to push your cart down, and it will go down like that. So that's how the elevator tracks work. If you want to go up, they need to be powered. If you want to go down, they do not need to be powered, and they will not go, the cart will not go up them if you don't have power. Just be like, what the hell are you trying to do? So that is the last bit of rails, guys. I'm not sure what I'm going to build with the rails yet. We do have all of these rails to use now, and I'm not exactly sure what I need. My first idea was to make it a system of getting from building to building, but I think it's going to be less efficient than flying and flying or teleporters, which we're going to work on next. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I think I'll use something, you know, trains and stuff. I know one thing I want to make, which I think we'll do next time. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe to TheLonwolfTech. And any questions, make sure you go to the Tekkit wiki on the tracks you have questions of. And yeah, guys, as the sun goes down over the nice facility, I'll see you later.